moment during my freshman year of college when I just really experienced the Lord's grace and mercy in a very profound way. I was home on Christmas break and I was lying down in bed getting ready to go to sleep, and I just kept thinking about this sin that just kept coming into my life, that I just kept doing over and over and over. I was becoming very discouraged because of it. And I just had a very real sense of my mortality in that moment, and realizing someday I'm going to die and this sin could keep me apart from the Lord forever. And I just had this very real conversation with the Lord about it, and I just felt Him encouraging me to go to confession. And the next day was going to be Sunday, so I said, okay, when I go to Mass tomorrow, I will go to confession while we're at church. So the next day came, and I had a little less resolve to go to confession than I did the night before. I had a lot less resolve to go to confession than I did the night before. So I made a deal with the Lord. I said, okay, if you really want me to go to confession, then I need you to give me a priest that I've never met before and who I will never meet again. So as the opening hymn is playing, I look over and it's a priest who I don't recognize. I'm like, okay, well, he's probably from a neighboring town, and so I still doesn't meet my criteria. So as he starts saying Mass and he says, in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, he has a British accent. And I'm totally blown away. And he just starts explaining that he's from England and he's just in town for a short while visiting his aunt and uncle, and then he'll be going back home. And he hardly ever comes to visit them. I'm like, oh my gosh, Lord, like this is the person, this is who you want me to go to. But as Mass is going on, I just feel this guilt and this shame, and it's just weighing me down as I think about this sin. And I'm like, Lord, I can't tell him, I can't tell anyone, that it's just too much. So I said, all right, Lord, if you really want me to go to confession, I need this priest to come up to me after Mass and to talk to me specifically. And then with your grace and your courage, I'll ask him if I can go to confession. So after Mass, we're talking with our family and friends. There's probably 15 or 20 of us standing around talking. And this priest comes up to me. Out of all of these people, he comes up to me. And he just says, oh, hello, how are you? And I couldn't even speak. And there was just this long silence. And finally I said, Father, could you hear my confession? And of course I'm expecting him to say, no, I'm sorry, I need to go back to my aunt and uncle. But he was just so thrilled, so excited to hear my confession. So we went back and I just pour my heart out to him and I tell him everything. And as he's giving me absolution, I just look into his eyes and I see mercy and compassion and love. And it was the first time in my life I was ever able to see the sacrament confession for what it truly is. That it's God mercying us, that it's God loving us, that it's God having compassion on us, wanting us to be free. And I felt so much freedom after I was able to go to confession, tell him this sin, and that he was able to work in my life in that way. And in the image of divine mercy, we see the Lord, and the way he's approaching us, it's as if he were approaching a wounded animal, slowly, gently, and with love. And that's what I see the sacrament of confession as. The Lord knows that we are wounded and that we're broken and sinful, but he wants us to come to him. He wants us to come to his love, so he gently reaches out to us. Don't be afraid to go to the Lord in his mercy and in his compassion and in his love and the sacrament of confession. That's why he gives it to us.